This is Emma. Again, we're calling in Mr. International Argentina onto the stage. Mr. Argentina, let me just take this moment to congratulate you, bro. You have made it this far in the competition. How is this moment different from being part of the top 16?
We need the help of Tito Norman.
All right, so we're gonna move on towards the question, straight to the common question here. The question goes like this: how will you inspire the next generation as the new Mr. International?
¿Cómo inspirarás a la próxima generación como el nuevo Mr. Internacional?
Bueno, como el nuevo Mr. Internacional, inspiraría sobre todo a la próxima generación, a los jóvenes, a que tengan confianza en sí mismos, a que trabajen sobre el crecimiento personal, porque la juventud tiene un potencial infinito y hay que creer en sí mismo y hay que apostar por eso, porque justamente en ese momento que estás en pleno desarrollo de la juventud es donde tienes un montón de ideas, tienes un montón de perspectivas y en ese momento es donde hay que creer y apostar por ello y trabajar sobre ese crecimiento y sobre el empoderamiento de la juventud.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Argentina. This time, we will be translating.
And at this moment, it is where we have to believe and better and work on that growth and the empowerment of youth. Yeah.
Mr. Argentina will continue it and would like to thank the modern technology for this one.
Como lo dije anteriormente, creo que justamente la juventud tiene un potencial impresionante para trabajar y hay que trabajar sobre el empoderamiento, la seguridad y el emprendimiento personal.
All right, we are going to be asking Argentina once again. The question again, it goes like this in Spanish.
¿Cómo inspirarás a la próxima generación como el nuevo Mr. Internacional?
Como el nuevo Mr. Internacional, justamente pienso trabajar sobre la juventud, que es muy importante darle el empoderamiento y las herramientas necesarias para que tengan confianza en sí mismos, porque tienen un potencial impresionante, pero a veces en esos momentos no tienes confianza y no tienes seguridad sobre eso. Así que creo como que eso es lo más importante, que en ese momento en el que estás en pleno de crecimiento y en pleno desarrollo de tus ideas, de tu encontrarte a ti mismo, es apostar y tener la confianza necesaria para desarrollarte y tener empoderamiento. Porque la juventud tiene un...
There, Tito Norman.
The translation reads, to work on the youth, it is very important to give them the empowerment and the necessary tools so that they have confidence in themselves. Because they have impressive potential, but sometimes in those moments that you do not have confidence and you do not have insecurity and you do not have security about that, it's constantly moving. This is technology. To find yourself is to bet and please to find yourself is to bet and to find confidence is a no answer. As this is necessary to develop yourself and have the
Thank you for your patience. We just need to finish the
no translation to work, you're feeling, it is necessary to use, it's, to work with the youth is very important to give them the empowerment and the necessary tools so that they have confidence in themselves. So I have a double translator here, okay?
Thank you. You know what? People that are watching here, I know that some of you were like, medyo natatagalan. Pero alam nyo, ano yung purpose ng Mr. International? It's the patience because we all have different languages all around the world.
That's true.
And that's the main point of Mr. International, to understand and be patient to one another, for us to respect also the different
I completely
nationalities.
agree. And we are giving equal leverage for all of our candidates. Not everybody is an English-speaking person. That is why we are, again, giving leverage and having them translate their answers to make it easier, not only for them, but also for their fellow men to understand their responses to the question. Now with this, we are moving on to the next candidate. We are calling in Malas from España.
So, España, this is your question.
Angel, the question.
All right, question goes like this. How will you inspire the next generation as the new Mr. International?
Jose, ¿cómo inspirarás a la próxima generación como el nuevo Mr. Internacional?
Good night, Philippines. La nueva generación necesita un mister que haga una campaña a nivel internacional, que vaya de país en país, dando talleres, oratorias, charlas, para que los jóvenes de hoy en día aprendan y tengan una causa social, un propósito de vida que nos ayude a todos. Thank you. Salam.
All right, thank you very much. España, and now we are giving the floor over to Norman.
Translation means to work with the youth. It is very important. It is very important. To work with the youth, it is very important to give them
As I said, we need more patience to understand different nationalities for this one. And it's nice to see the beautiful smile of España while figuring out the translation of your answer. Would you agree? Yes.
Absolutely, Emma.
And because of that, we need another one. Can you please repeat your answer so we can translate it better this time?
Good night, Philippines. La nueva generación necesita un mister que vaya de país en país dando charlas, oratorias, talleres, donde estos jóvenes de hoy en día aprendan y tengan una causa social con un propósito de vida para ayudar a los demás. Yo me ofrezco para ser ese Mr. International. Thank you. Salama, Philippines.
good night, Philippines. Good evening, Philippines. The new generation needs a mister who goes from country to country, giving oratorical talks, workshops, where these young people of today learn and have a meaningful life. Gracias, Filipinas.
Thank
All right, thank you very much. España. All right, moving on now to our next finalist. Let's call him in top 5, bro. Congrats. Your question goes like this. How will you inspire the next generation as the new Mr. International?
Thank you. I believe tonight's Mr. International is looking for distinctively handsome gentlemen that could inspire the next generation. What I would hope is I would hope to work with Mr. International organization to advocate the importance of mental health, because mental health is important. It will help us to cope with losses, changes, difficulties, and uncertainties in life. So I hope I can work with the organization to help inspire the next young generation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Malaysia.
Terima kasih, Malaysia. Thank you very much.
Next,
All right.
we call on our next candidate, the fourth.
The 4th finalist this time. Emma, we are moving further. We got 4 finalists down, and the 4th is about to come in. Oh my goodness, it is really a hectic moment. You know, this being on stage and answering one common question that will determine your placement in a competition is not an easy task. So I'm hats off to our candidates here.
Yes.
Same with Jamaica. Congratulations, by the way, for making it this far. We're going to be asking you one common question. The question goes like this. Same question we asked the previous 3 candidates.
How will you inspire the next generation as the new Mr. International? Again, how will you inspire the next generation as the new Mr. International?
Thank you for the question, and good evening again, judges, ladies and gentlemen. To be quite honest with you, I believe that everyone here in the competition is already an inspiration to the next generation because we're here competing in the Mr. International competition. But as it relates to how I, in fact, will inspire the next generation, when I think about being a king, I think about poise, stature, and most importantly, empathy, so we can relate to the next generation. And what that has caused me to do is to create my platform, the statement, the state of men's mental health. What we do is we talk about our feelings, thoughts, and experiences about the ills of this world, and also how we cope in order to empower them as men to inspire the next generation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jamaica.
Thank you very much. Now to our last finalist, everybody. Woo! We're going to be calling in Mr. International Philippines. We appreciate the love, everybody. Keep that energy going. We are so close to determining the grand winner. Philippines, congratulations for being part of the top 5. Here we go. We got one question for you.
And I know that you're ready. So here's your final question. How will you inspire the next generation as the new Mr. International? Again, how will you inspire the next generation as the new Mr. International?
The duty of Mr. International is tough, but I would fully accept the duty as a king, and I would inspire the youth to become more educated. As my slogan says, education for the autistic, young with poor families, and I want to promote them to be on a higher level. Thank you.